It's really hot in here, but you know what? Hot girls read. Hello my shiny baes, hello my besties. I am a little bit late to this. I'm not going to lie, okay? It's because I forgot about it. I have no excuse other than the fact that other than the fact that I literally forgot. Let me explain. So I've been doing quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the year favorites, okay? Just a top 5. All I can do is choose 5. So if you haven't seen quarter 1 favorites, go watch that right now and then come back. I'll wait. How you guys doing? How you living? I'm good, I'm fine. I'm, surviving, not thriving, but I'm fine. Are you back? Did you do it? Okay, let's carry on my wayward son. With that being said, I'm choosing 5 favorites from every quarter. As you guys know, if you don't know how quarters work, let me just be the one to tell you. Quarter 1 is January, February, and March. So I picked top 5. Quarter 2 is January, February, March, April, May, June. Quarter 3, July, August, September. Quarter 4, October, November, December. Now, I have books here that I read in quarter 2, which is April, May, and June. Some of these are gonna be in my July wrap up because I read them at the end of June and I filmed my wrap up before I finished them. So I'm gonna be talking about them on there, but they are included in my quarter 2 favorites. So picking a 5 wasn't actually that difficult. I'm not gonna lie to you, okay? I haven't been having the best of luck with reading. So top 5 is actually very scarce. You know what I mean? Like I haven't been having the best of luck. What is wrong with my speech today? My speech is always bad, but what's going on right now? Is it because it's hot? It's really hot in here, but you know what? Hot girls read. My friend Brady made this and she sent me a PR box and it made me want to cry, die, throw up. It's so comfy and so cute and I just love her and I love this and I love women. So besides the point, let's rewind. Let me turn up the air. Hold on. Is it getting hot in her or is it just us, the hot girls who read? Let's not do that. Okay, so let's get started, okay, without further ado. My my first one, these are not in order. First favorite is The Truths We Burned by Monty J. Listen, this is a whole series. This is the Hollow Boy series by her, and it is interconnected standalones. However, you do have to read them in order. I'm so sorry. To get the full story, you really, really do. It's 4 best friends, and it's them like kind of seeking revenge for something that happens in their town. And picture like Devil's Night meets Legacy of Gods, and that's kind of this series. There's a lot of spelling mistakes, and there's a lot of like little things that might upset you if you're very like grammar focused. I'm not, so I didn't really care, but I know it does affect some people. Anyway, this is the second book in the series. I wanted to pick just one because this is the top 5 and I don't want to cheat. I don't want to include like whole series or anything like that. So this was my favorite from the series. It is a very unpopular opinion because people's favorite is actually the next one. The next couple has a duet. They have book part 1 and book part 2 and people are in love with them, as am I. However, I don't know what it was about this one, but it just did it for me. This one is Rook and Sage and I feel like this one was just the most romantic in a way. Like they were so like soft, but not soft at all, okay? Because these are dark romances. They're not soft. Like he literally sets fires. He is the opposite of soft. He's in fact hard. No, I don't like that.
That's what she said.
The point is they're not soft, but they felt soft to me and they felt romantic and I felt the love and I love this story. And just this book is gonna go down as one of my favorites. So The Truths We Burn is definitely my number 1. My first one, not number 1. Like I said, not in order. I would highly recommend you read the Hollow Boy series. If you haven't yet, they're all on Kindle Unlimited. Like I said, if you like Legacy of Gods, if you like Devil's Night, if you like Royal Elite by Rena Kent, like I feel like you would really like this vibe. Even if you don't like those, you might still like this one. I made my mom read it and she really enjoyed it and she hated Devil's Night. So maybe you would like this. Truth We Burn. Yay. I'm not gonna say it looks like the 4th of July. I'm not gonna say it. Oh my God, speaking of, so I stopped wearing rings a long time ago because they really like are uncomfortable to my hands, right? So that's why me and Giant, instead of a wedding ring, I have the heart here for him because they're just uncomfy to my hands, right? However, I want to start becoming a jewelry girly again. Like I want to wear earrings, a necklace, and like rings and a bracelet that I wear just every day and like never take it off. I shower with it, I sleep with it and all that stuff. So I was doing research yesterday. I literally went through like a rabbit hole on Google of how to like stack rings, how to stack bracelets, and there was even like Amazon links on there. So I bought everything that they said and I will be rocking a new hand soon. Stay tuned. Probably in the next video you'll see it. I'm very excited. I'll show you. That's the update on my life. Update number 2, I haven't gotten ready in days. And by days I mean 2 months. I haven't gotten fully ready in 2 months. Like this is like the extent of what I've done. Like I didn't really do my hair and like I have been like doing as little as I possibly can because I haven't been feeling like getting ready and I miss that. I miss the feeling of being fully ready and like feeling cute. So I'm gonna start trying to do that again. I feel like with my mental health declining, I know this sounds like TMI, but like my hygiene and my like getting ready and all that stuff declines too. If you guys deal with depression, I'm sure you relate to this. So I want to start kind of feeling better about myself and looking better to myself as well. So working on, going to the gym, getting my exercise in, getting ready, and hopefully I'll feel better. Catch back with me soon. What other updates do I have? Still watching One Tree Hill on season 4 now. Still rewatching Peaky Blinders with Giant on season 3, I think. Watched Twisters last week. Incredible, amazing, phenomenal. The only thing I wanted for my birthday was to go to a drive-in theater, and Giant took me to the only one they had in Wisconsin, and we watched so many movies at the drive-in theater. It was literally like my dream come true. I know it sounds so stupid, but it really is. Yeah, those are pretty much my updates. You don't care. Anyway, somebody commented on my video the other day and they were like, you babble so much, unsubscribing. And you know what? I get it. I really do. If you don't like babbling, maybe my channel is not the one for you. Like if you're just like, let's just talk about books and move on, I'm not the one. Anyway, moving on. That's all the catching up I have to do. Let's talk about book number 2, which is To Catch a Firefly by Emmy Sanders. I don't see enough people talking about this book. Why aren't y'all talking about this book? Listen to me, okay? Is the cover cute? No. No, we don't like her at all. Why is there a man there? I don't know. But I had to buy her regardless. That's how much I loved this book. I think I read the paperback, or I might have read it on Kindle. I think I read the paperback, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I don't really remember what I did, but I remember that I had to have the paperback because it's that good. This book follows Ellis and Lucky, and it is dual POV. It is a standalone, so if you're looking for like a romance standalone, this could be the one. This could be the one. I feel like we can't find standalones anymore. Everything is a Ninja Connected standalone. Like every time I want to pick up a book, it's always a part of a series. And so I risk either like starting on book number 3 and just saying fuck it, only reading one book, or going through the whole thing to fall in love with it. It's just an annoying hassle. So this one is not that. If you want to read a standalone, this is it. It's an MM. It is a soulmate. It is best friends to lovers, not just best friends, but childhood best friends. Basically, Ellis and Lucky are those couples that like have been in love their whole lives, but they like realize it in a way, but don't tell each other. It's like a lot of pining and a lot of yearning and wanting, and they are so sweet. Like you literally cheer for them so hard. If you like Archer's voice, I feel like you would like this style of book. The characters just are soft, but not in the sense that I was talking about them. Actually soft. Not joking soft, for real soft. So sweet, so romantic. I just cheered for them so much. I adored them. I, teared up. It has everything you would want in a romance. I highly recommend. Oh my God, update number 2 on my life. I'm gonna watch Deadpool this weekend. Very excited for that. Update number 3, if you guys watched one of my latest videos, I got to watch It Ends With Us, and it was quite literally one of my favorite movies of all time. Not even fucking joking. You guys know I love that book. I talk about that all the time. I know a lot of people have shit against that book. I don't. I love it, okay? I think one of my first videos on here is like an ultimate guide to Colleen Hoover, and I show you guys Ugly Love and It Ends With Us and talk about my favorite books from her. So it just came full circle that I got to go to Sony and like watch the movie. Anyway, I'm a little emotional about that. I'll have a vlog coming out after the movie comes out because it has spoilers. Anyway, yeah, that's another update. And my love sack. You guys want to see my love sack? Okay, hold on. Look at her. Look at her. And Giant put up this shelf. I'm gonna organize her. But oh my goodness me, I'm so happy now that she has a cover and there's beaters just vibing. Wow. Looks like the 4th of July. I'm sorry. I know that I wasn't gonna say that. I know, but yeah, here we are. Next up on my favorites is gonna be 2 that I read at the end of June. These are the ones I was talking about that they are gonna be included in the July wrap up because I didn't get to talk about them on the June wrap up, but I did finish them in June. One is Summer Romance by Annabelle Monaghan. This is my very first book by this author, and I was pleasantly surprised. Pleasantly, okay? Listen, this, I didn't know what to think because I had never read a single book by her. I know she wrote Nora Goes Off Script and then Same Time Next Summer. I don't know if she wrote anything else, but people highly praise this author. And I was like, why the fuck not? This book reminds me of Emily Henry with Abby Jimenez, like combined, and that was this. I don't know what it was about it, but I ate it up. This follows Allie and Ethan, and this is only from her POV. Allie is basically going through a really tough time because 2 years ago, her mom passed away, and then a year ago, her husband left her, so she is a single mom. I think there's 3 kids. There might be 2. Is it 2 kids or 3 kids? How many kids do you have, girl? 1 too many, that's for sure. I'm just kidding. How many kids do you have? That's really gonna piss me off. Hold on. We must get to the bottom of this. Blah, blah, blah. Child. 3. She has 3 kids. I think it's 2 girls and 1 little baby boy. I think so. Don't quote me on that because I just kind of try to skim it and find it. And that's the best I could do. Anyway, Allie and Ethan. So Allie is a single mom, like I said, going through a rough time. And she runs into a little old Ethan at the park. And she thinks, hey, a summer romance. This could be lovely. No strings attached. I could just have fun. We all know how that works out. This was so fucking good in the sense of like, not even, do you think you just fell out of a coconut tree? In the sense that, that reminded me of that. This was good in the sense of like, it wasn't just a good, cute summer romance, but it had so much more underlying things in it. That's why it reminds me of Abby Jimenez and Emily Henry, because the writing is very similar in the sense that, No, I can't get coconut tree out of my brain. Hold on. I'm speaking. okay? Hold on, it'll come to me. Oh, it had underlying things in it. It reminded me a lot of that kind of writing where there is the romance and there is the swooning that you want and you do feel in love, you do fall in love with the characters, but it is mostly about her and like her journey, and it does talk a lot about grief, which I feel like the state I was in when I read this, I really, really needed that. Like some of these sentences will stay with me forever. I felt very, very related to Allie, and you know, he was there. Ethan was there. He was good. Everybody needs an Ethan. I feel like Ethan was a supporting character in her life, even though it also was so much about the romance and all coming together. You know what I mean? It all just came together in a very nice, neatly tied bow. And Ethan reminded me a lot of Giant because he literally is a lawyer. There was something else about him. He's also a Leo. That's it. And he just like brings joy to her life. She's so like strung up and she's so stressed and she goes through so much. And he just brings lightness and cheer and fun and love to her life. And that reminded me a lot of like mine and Giant's dynamic, which I think is why I loved this book so much. Summer romance. If you've never read this author, I highly recommend you give it a try. The audiobook is also really good. I remember listening to parts of it as well. Did I listen to parts of this or was it the other one? I remember the audiobook being good. Yeah. Summer romance. Annabelle Monaghan. 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 I feel like the H is silent. Monaghan. Moving on. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm starting to get a headache because of this headband. I like want to be a cute headband girly and I want to wear them all the time. However, I do get headaches. Beauty is pain. Next book is The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren. I didn't expect to love this book as much as I did. I expected to like it because I love Christina Lauren. Anything they do I usually enjoy, but this one, oh my goodness, it was the perfect summer beach read. If you want to lay by the pool, lay by the beach, lay outside and read this book, highly recommend. Did I read it inside? Yeah, but you do better than me, okay? You're better. You should be better. Basically, this is the funniest like plot. So it follows Anna and Liam. And I think it's dual POV. Was it dual POV? Yeah, it's dual POV. And they, in college or in like post-grad, something like that. Post-grad? Undergrad? He wants to go to medical school. Something along those lines. They decide that they should get married for student housing. Literally in college, these two don't have money and they're like, hey, we should get married for student housing. This is genius. We can share a house. You can live here, I can live here. We don't even have to really talk. And that is what they do, okay? And now it is 3 years later since they, you know, got their little amicable divorce and he went about his mighty, mighty way. They were basically together for like 2 years and didn't even really talk and were married for student housing. And now it is 3 years later since they got that divorce. And Liam comes knocking on Anna's door and he's like, hey, I need you to fake date me because my parents still think we're married. So, will you do it? And she's like, okay, fuck it. And basically they go to this island to pretend that they're married for his sister's wedding in front of his whole family. It was so funny. It was so cute. It was so like spicy, but not too spicy. There was some spicy scenes, but it wasn't like overwhelming, which I really enjoyed. It is the perfect summer read. If you're looking for something fluffy with not a lot going on in it, but also so funny. Like Anna was one of the funniest characters I've ever seen. She was actually a character that reacted the way I would react in a lot of situations, which I really liked. I feel like you usually see main characters like doing things that you wouldn't do. Like a main character will be like, oh, you're giving me your black card to like go shopping all afternoon? I couldn't waste your money like that. But then me, I would be like, okay, sir, yeah, cough it up, give it to me. Can I have 2 days? Can I have a weekend? And that was exactly Anna, which I think is why I liked her so much. But this book was so funny, so good. I really loved it. It's not Love in Other Words quite yet, but it is probably my second favorite Christina Lauren book. So summer read, there you go. Could be like the Unhoneymooners meets people we meet on vacation kind of vibes. Kind of like that. I don't know why I said people we meet on vacation. Not really. The Unhoneymooners. Kind of like that. Yeah. Last book, The Dixon Rule by Elle Kennedy. I read The Graham Effect by her, which is the first book in this interconnected standalone series, and The Dixon Rule is the second one. I didn't like this as much as The Graham Effect, but I quite loved it. This is enemies to lovers, forced proximity, fake dating, neighbors romance. Yeah. This follows Diana and Shane, and it is dual POV, and they hate each other. You see that since The Graham Effect, because he is the hockey player that always hooks up with her cheerleaders on her squad, and she's like, I want nothing to do with this man. But then he moves literally next door to her, and so she can't get away from him. And then one day they start fake dating because he said they were dating to his ex-girlfriend, and they have to fake it. It's lovely. It is an enemies to lovers done well. There's so much banter. There's so much fun dynamic. It is very spicy. Some chapters in this book I was like, oh, is it hot in here or is it just the Dixon rule? You know what I mean? I don't know why I'm so with the it's hot in here today. It's hot in her. It's hot in there too. Where's that movie from? What movie am I thinking of? What movie am I thinking of? Leave it in the comments below. Anyway, Dixon rule. Yeah, like I said, don't love it as much as The Graham Effect, but ate it up anyway. The next book in the series I think is gonna be really good as well. It is gonna be 2 guys and 1 girl if I'm not mistaken. I don't really remember. It's like Beckett and someone else and then a girl we haven't met yet, something along those lines. But I'm excited to see. I feel like Your Graham Effect is gonna remain my favorite. That one just, it literally has Nayli vibes in book form, and so I could never ever top that one in this series. It reminds me of The Deal, but make it like they're kids. That's what that one's like. But this one was really, really good. This one is spicier and more banter, so highly recommend. Yay! Here are our top 5 of the quarter. Even though we're late, we did it. Here's my top 5, screenshot away. Did you do it? Great. Great. Highly recommend. Let me know if you're gonna read any of these. Let me know if you listen to me and if you trust me. And if you don't, then what are you doing here? You know what I mean? Unsubscribe now. Unsubscribe now if you don't trust me, because we need to build this relationship. We need to love each other, okay? See you next quarter when I talk about my next favorites. I love you so much, my shawty baes. You are everything to me. I love you. I love you. I love you.